Hi, in this video I'm going to introduce you to IR Import, an add-in for Outlook that helps you move your emails and attachments into ImageRight faster and with a lot less effort. All of us who are customers of ImageRight know that it's hands down the best product out on the market. But one of the things that can often be a little bit cumbersome is dealing with emails. How do I get it into ImageRight? Normally what I would probably do is use the ImageRight print driver, in which case I'd be faced with an import screen that, depending on how big the email is, it could take some time. In addition to that, if I have any attachments, and I could have more than one, I'd have to open up each attachment and print it in. The other alternative is to actually go and drag and drop the attachment in, which is pretty fast, but it's going to leave it in its native format, which is not quite as fast for going through the file once it's in the ImageRight file. So to solve this problem, we created IR Import. This is an Outlook add-in that creates a IR Import menu button on your Outlook emails. You can see here, clicking on IR Import gives me several choices. These choices can all be set up specifically for your company by your ImageRight administrator. Okay, so let's first look at the general import. You notice it looks very similar to the import screens you see normally in ImageRight. It's got your file number, your folder, your document type, all those things. In addition to that, specific to email, you've got import options. Whether you want to import in the email and attachments together, whether you want the email only or attachments only. In addition to that, I can set up favorites. For example, I could choose a certain drawer, let's say a certain folder, document type miscellaneous. Then I can go up here and we'll call it just test favorite and choose save. Now I can go back to my general. So then next time I can choose test favorite. You can see it pre-fills all my inputs for me. Okay, just to sort of recap and show you how fast the whole process works. I'm going to go back to this email again. Here I've got a large attachment. This is actually almost 150 page PDF, just some ImageRight documentation I'm using as an example. To import this in, even if we're not even streamlined with an administrator favorite, import. I'm going to choose both the email and the attachments, drawer, SE, commercial PNC. I'm going to use test. Test is my insured DBA name. It actually looked it up using web services. Use document type, miscellaneous, page description. I'll call it test import. By the way, this saves all your old page descriptions for future use as you're doing them. Task, no, I'm not going to put a task on this. No, I'm not going to fill out any user data. I'm just going to hit OK. Boom, it's done. Now let's go over to ImageRight. Look for test. And there we go. It's new mail. You can see here 150 pages. Flying through it. Very, very fast. Okay, so even faster than using the general import screen is using some of the other favorites that are set up by your ImageRight administrator. You can see here I've got quite a few. I've got marketing with a task, so this would be one where I would have something I was importing in and I wanted to create a task at the same time. New mail going into my SCPC drawer, quote going into SCPC drawer. Let's take a look at quote in the SCPC screens look like. You can see here that the screen is even a lot more streamlined than you might find on the general import screen. Really here, all I need to put in is the policy number, the insured name, page description, and who it's assigned to. Because in this case, I'm going to have a task that's created as part of this. Now, you notice there's a lot of things missing here. The drawer, the folder, the document type, all those things have already been pre-set up by my ImageRight administrator. Okay, for those of you who've been watching closely, you may have noticed that when I've gone through some of these screens, you've seen a little button that looks like a search button. One of the features that we provided with this, for those of you who have web services, is the ability to actually search on files very, very quickly or fairly quickly using web services. You can see here, this is going to search in the SC.com PNC drawer, and I'm going to look for a services group, choose it. It pre-populates the policy number and the insured name. Finally, to go over all the advantages, first, the Outlook add-in is faster than using the ImageRight print driver in a lot of cases, especially if you have multiple attachments or if you have very large attachments. Secondly, it converts to native TIFF format, which is native to ImageRight, as opposed to keeping it in a PDF or Word form like you typically have if you're dragging and dropping. This makes it a lot faster to deal with once it's in ImageRight. Third, you can import the email and all the attachments in a few clicks. You don't have to do each one at a time. Fourth, it does not require the Outlook be in the same environment as ImageRight. This is important for those of you who are in a Citrix environment and may want to have Outlook outside of that environment. Basically, this tool works using the ImageRight's cold import process. So all Outlook it doesn't have to be in the same environment as ImageRight. It just has to have an access to the network drive to get to the Oasis folder in ImageRight. Lastly, administrators and users can create favorites that limits the number of fields you need to complete during the import process. This is important for making it faster to import, creating those more streamlined user interfaces that you saw in the demo, and also it reduces the number of errors and putting of documents in the wrong document type, because it basically limits the number of choices that you have. We're offering this product on a shareware basis for a modest license fee, and basically to recoup the development that went into this. We originally developed it in-house, then got some good feedback from other ImageRight users that it may be something that the larger community would need. So we redesigned it and put a lot of development work into it to make it more general, more flexible for the broader community, so that it would work for agents and for carriers or for wholesalers or for anybody really in the insurance field or anybody that's an ImageRight customer. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like more information or a trial version, please contact us.